The radar's estimating 0.49. If you can just move that decimal place 1 point, that is 4.9 inches falling in the hour. Now, it does vary a little bit. Thunderstorm activity isolated in nature to start off, but as this line sags further southward, we'll start to see more of a scattered to even widespread coverage. Still awaiting some of the reports. Majority of the region now over 20 inches of snow. Now, if you are looking to dig out your car, you're going to see scenes like this. Little increase of cloud cover out towards the Hartford area. We'll keep a close eye on that, as it does look like a trigger point for some of these afternoon showers and perhaps a few rumbles of thunder too. Even as it progresses westward, our overall storm movement is further off to the east, so this band is nearly stationary, and that's why we have this jackpot here. This is 305 this afternoon, feeling like 100 in Providence, 98 over in Coventry, Lebanon 101, 99 North Kingstown. A little more relief down towards the coast. We did not see a swell event like this last year. The high rip current risk will be continuing not just today and tomorrow, potentially into the weekend, of course, with all those folks heading to the beaches. Here's a look at near surface smoke. Majority of the smoke today remains aloft, higher up in the atmosphere, but we do expect a little bit more subsidence, the sinking air associated with high pressure. That'll bring it down to the surface. 140 miles per hour. This is double the winds we had yesterday at this time. It was at 70 miles per hour and not even a Category 1 storm. Rain coming on down and coming with authority. Take a look at some of these staggering rainfall reports. Wind is sustained at 48 miles per hour. So it is sustained as a tropical storm currently in Narragansett. Of course, that means we're gusting over 60. The update, Kristen. Switching gears now to the forecast. Some bright skies expected these next coming days. Temperatures on the climb as well. Now, we did see a nice stretch of actually above average temperatures as we continue through the month of March. You can see it here, +6 back on the 7th. And we continued much of that trend until roughly yesterday. A little bump in the road. -9 degrees was our temperature departure yesterday. That's between the high and low temperature average during the daytime. Today, looking to be just below average as well. But we'll be back into this plus territory as we gear up for the weekend, kind of countering much of the cold winter we did see. People's Creating Skycam Network, Situate Power Equipment, downtown Providence right now. Not too much really going on. Partly cloudy sky as we wake on up early this morning. What we do have is some chilly temperatures. Down to 25 right now in the city, officially TF Green Airport. Calm winds at the moment too, so high pressure in place. Our humidity is more elevated than yesterday, so you may wake up with a little layer of frost on your windshield to begin for this morning. Wind chill at 25, so thankfully not seeing much of a wind chill factor. It actually may have felt a little colder yesterday morning. While temperatures were similar, we had a touch of that northwest wind that was keeping our wind chills down to the teens to start off yesterday. We're 43 degrees this afternoon. That's better than the 35 we had yesterday. More clouds to the north and west, just shy of average for high temperatures, and a bit of a southerly wind starting to develop for the afternoon. You'll notice that more towards the coastline as your temperatures will be held back. So we're 35 degrees in Newport, heading towards 11 a.m. As you can see, those northern areas, Woonsocket, Gloucester, seeing some additional cloud cover through the late morning. Similar story for the afternoon. While inland spots, we'll see more in the way of some milder temperatures. The clouds are going to limit our temperature progress. What's limiting the temperature progress down to the south will be more of that onshore wind flow. Our current ocean temperature still remaining in the 30s, and some of that cooler air advects onto parts of the land, and of course that results in some upper 30s for high temperatures opposed to those inland 40s. We continue for tomorrow afternoon, temperatures falling back down into the 20s and 30s overnight, but we're climbing on up for the second half of the day. 50 degrees in Providence, more of a southwest wind flow, so the start of spring looking more spring-like, more seasonable all in all. A quick round of showers. This looks to arrive after dinner time for Friday, continuing in the overnight, and then potentially a few more showers as we wake up for Saturday morning. This clears out here relatively quickly. I think the afternoon, peaks of sunshine, and temperatures already with a head start through the morning, so that does mean we'll be climbing above average once more, at least through the weekend. Saturday night into Sunday, low rain chances all in all. Sunday night, though, bit of a different story. You can see those rain chances going back up as another disturbance looks to push on through the region. And this one's not only going to bring some rain showers for our Sunday night into Monday morning, it also is going to bring some cooler conditions on the backside of this front. So as we continue through the weekend, above average, low mid-50s, but by Monday, only at 41, which is below our average high of 48 degrees. So much of next week, unfortunately, we'll be seeing the jet stream lodge on down to the south, and it does mean we're kind of trapped with some of these cooler and below average temperatures heading for our Monday and Tuesday. At least a decent weekend to enjoy aside from some of those rain showers. Damp early on Saturday, 54 degrees for the afternoon, peaks of sunshine as well. Sunday the opposite, increasing clouds second half of the day. We're up towards 55 degrees, 41 degrees on Monday, 42 on Tuesday there. As we continue through the middle of the week, we are warming into the mid 40s, and there's quite the glare for Mario to me right now.
Temporary.
Lift the jet stream. Lift it up, AJ.
Wet weather impacts all of us here in southern New England. Too much or not enough rain can wreak havoc on local farms. This year has been one of the wettest on record, as you can see here. One local farmer tells me he's noticing a change.
We had a drought 4 years ago, excessive rain 3 years ago, a 3-month drought 2 years ago, and last year was excessive rain. It was extremes one way or the other.
At Four Town Farm in Seekonk, owner Chris Clegg watches the weather closely.
Luckily, most of the rain was done by the time the harvest season began. It really didn't affect this year's crop because the plants were dormant when we were getting the deluges. If anything, it brought up all of our irrigation ponds, brought up the water table, so when the plants did get going in the summer, the water was there for them.
Changing weather patterns are affecting the harvest season.
For strawberries, for us, is about the 2nd or 3rd of June, and it's pretty much a 3-week window. Like I said, the season seems to be shifting. We used to make July 4th. Now it seems like that week before July 4th at some point, the berries have passed.
And it's impacting his business.
What I'm seeing is a shift in seasons. More like we're missing spring. We go from winter, cool temperatures, and then we kind of jump into summer. I'm finding we're having more of a mid-Atlantic climate. It seems like because of the warmer temperatures. It's still favorable for most of our fruit and vegetable production. It just changes what I have to do as a farmer. But now what we're finding is that the berries are ripening sooner due to the warmer weather, and the kids aren't getting onto school until later, so the overlap is less. It affects everything I do planning, whether I'm going to put seeds in the ground, whether I need to irrigate my cantaloupes and watermelons. So it's really all I care about for the 3 months of summer is what you have to say.
Right. And we, of course, will keep you up to date on the changes. Reporting in Seekonk, I'm Storm Team 10 meteorologist Adrian Mastrangelo.